And we're recording live, back with Cocktails on the Couch with our special guest, David Welsh.
Hello! Hi, guys, it's so great to be here.
Yeah. We're your hosts, Willow and Jess. This is our second episode of Cozy Cocktails on the Couch, so thanks for getting cozy with us.
Amazing. I am so happy to be here, so happy to be cozy on the couch.
Are you cozy right now?
Yeah.
I am, yes.
Okay.
No, I'm very
Are
cozy.
you get a blanket or anything?
Actually.
Okay, somebody get him a blanket.
Blanket!
They'll come later.
But
So,
yes, very excited.
You were the first person to reach out to us once we, our first episode, it went viral.
Absolutely viral. Absolutely.
And we just had floods of people wanting to be a part of this. Dozens. And you were first of the dozens, so
I mean,
here we are.
top of
You're
the
the
list.
top
You
of the
are.
list.
I was the best one. The rest of you.
Oh, yeah.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
Well,
Maybe
we have
not.
had
We're
this
just the
cocktail
most
before.
available.
The most available. We have had this cocktail before, and Willow and I were both blown away. So when David reached out, we were like, how about that one? We would not mind sipping that one again, especially in front of you guys.
Well, we're all gin lovers here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I mean, I know it's our go-to. Is it your go-to liquor, or what do you usually do?
You know, I really don't do gin much unless I'm drinking this cocktail.
Okay.
This is a very special cocktail for me
Okay.
because it brings out the gin in me.
Okay, brings out the gin in him. The
We were looking-
gentleman.
we were-
The gentleman.
We were looking for a name for this cocktail. Is it the gin and me or the gentleman?
Ooh, I like the gin in me. I
Gin
think
in me.
the gentleman is nice, but it's like
No.
Yeah,
the gin in me.
The
The gin in me.
Gin and me.
That's
that was
good.
so organic, everyone.
It was.
Just like this arugula that you see right here. We'll get to that later.
Homegrown.
Homegrown arugula. We'll get. I think
we'll get to the science.
we'll get to the science.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't we dive into this so we can
Okay.
get sipping, and as we go, we'll ask you some questions about it.
Marvelous. Okay, so first thing is first. I'm gonna start by putting a little bit of the arugula into our very nice crystal shaker here. You guys are gonna get to see all the textures of this cocktail,
Oh, good.
which is gonna be intriguing.
Cool.
It's texture.
It looks much more pretty poured. We'll put it like that. Is that proper English?
I'm not really sure.
So we're gonna
Oh, slap it.
smack the arugula. That's
Yeah.
for
Do you need
texture.
help? Should we all?
Yeah, sure. No,
Oh.
I mean we don't have to smack it. I was just.
No,
doing
well,
a thing.
if you've been following Barbies for any time, we're big on smacking mint for a
This-
mojito. So this is great.
This is fantastic.
Where did you learn this?
I learned this straight from Queen Barbie.
Queen Barbie
Queen
herself.
Queen Barbie
okay.
herself.
Wow.
Yeah, Dolly Parton. I met her once. She told me I need to smack my arugula.
There you go.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Yeah, no, it was a really sweet.
Just Dolly
bar.
things.
So the trick with this is it does take a lot of arugula. There's really no such thing as too much arugula because
I mean, you're making a salad right now.
I
Yeah.
am, yes.
This is a healthy, vegetable forward
very
cocktail.
much.
Drink your veggies.
Yes. drink it.
It's just the arugula is the main aroma,
Okay.
and it really mixes nicely with the botanicals. Well, gin mixes really nicely with botanicals, right? I mean,
It
I'm not
does.
the bartender, so-
Absolutely.
Great buzzwords right there.
Yes,
Yeah.
buzzwords. Great buzzwords. So we've got our arugula in the crystal. Y'all can see it. Next thing is we are going to do just a little bit of agave. I like to keep my drinks kind of skinny.
Okay.
Skinny, so I'm gonna go very light if I can get it open. On the.
Is there any reason you go agave instead of honey or instead of like regular
You know,
refined sugar?
I tried it once with honey. So I found out about this cocktail through a friend who was living in LA for a while, and there was a bar down the street from his apartment, and they would always go there for nightcaps. And one night the bartenders were like, "This is what we're trying."
Oh, cool.
And then they loved it, and it got put on the menu there. I've
Oh,
never
nice.
been to this bar, know nothing about it, and this is my
Yeah.
cocktail. It's the gin.
The gin in me.
It's
The gin in me.
TM.
Now it's yours.
Yeah, but so the first time I had it, it was with agave, and then actually the first time I tried to make it at home, I did it with honey, and it just something
Wasn't quite
it wasn't quite doing it. The
So you have
agave is
tried
just a
both.
little bit. Again, I think it goes back to that like hearty kind of
Yeah.
botanical flavor.
Yeah.
So next,
And it looks
thing-
like you just did a little, like You just eyeballed it.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Okay.
listen, everything with me and alcohol is very eyeballed.
Which we like. That makes for an easy to make cocktail if you're not having to follow precise ingredients.
Exactly.
Well, is the gin already in you? Is that why?
Bravo, Willow. Bravo. So, anyways, if you're making it at home, it's very easy. No fuss. So we've got our arugula in there. We put the agave in. And next is we're going to squeeze a half of a lime into here. And this is really also just dependent on your preference, I would say. I usually go a little bit more lime heavy, so I'm probably going to go closer to 3/4 of a lime in here. Well, actually, we're just doing the one cocktail, so let's go the half to start here. We'll gauge it. Again, a lot of Dave cocktails, TM, are eyeballed and gauged. Lots of taste testing here.
So this is just for one serving? Yes?
This is just for one serving, yeah.
Cool.
So the arugula, I mean, the way I kind of normally do this is I get my baseline of arugula.
Which, if I were to gauge that, it would probably be like 1/4 of a bag. Like if we were actually, this is from my arrow garden, which I've talked about on here lots, so you guys know all about it. But if I were to gauge how much that was, it was probably about 1/4 bag, maybe a little bit less.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe it was like 2 tablespoons of agave.
Yeah, no,
tablespoon and a half.
I would say so. Okay. And I am going a little light because we're only gonna put we'll probably put a shot and a half in here, because we're just gonna make the one little drink. So the next thing is just a little bit of salt. You want to be real careful with the amount of salt that you put in the drink.
Not too salty?
You don't want to dry it out.
No,
you know what I mean? You get that kind of...
But I feel like just a little touch of it makes you just wanting more. You just got to make more cocktails after that.
I guess it just makes you thirsty.
Listen, everything...
Oh, is that why I
That's
drank
another
3 of them
trick
on Halloween?
with me in cocktails is they make you want more cocktails.
They make you want more.
Measurement for the,
Yeah.
Or we can pour that way.
We can just do
either
it.
way.
I feel like I can...
Let's see. Let's
we
see what
also-
you got.
Oh, here. Okay. What's the count?
So,
all right,
here we go. We learned, okay, bottoms up and we'll count, and then we'll take it.
Like all the way?
All the way. All the
Okay,
way.
like,
Yep.
woo!
1, 2, 3,
3,
4,
4,
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
There we go.
And you're good.
Whoop.
Oh!
And a little gin on Willow.
Gin on me.
This is Empress gin that we're using. David's this is your first time working with Empress gin.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Yeah,
Really
this
nice
is one
color.
of our absolute favorites. If you haven't used it yet, it combines really interesting. It's like this beautiful indigo color, and that is natural. It is brewed with, what do they call them?
Pea blossoms.
Pea blossoms
Yeah.
in Victoria, Canada, which is actually where my family
Tastes the
lives.
exact same as gin.
Yes.
So if you're worried about shaking things up and you're a big gin person, same flavors. You're just gonna get this beautiful color, and the cocktail's gonna end up looking a little different than that because citrus it has some sort of chemical reaction and changes the color there. So you usually get a beautiful ombre, and we'll see it here in this shaker.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we're gonna get a really cool color here. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Usually I do this with, I'm pretty basic when it comes to gin because like I had mentioned, I'm just a special occasion gin drinker. And so I'll usually just get Hendrix and keep it simple because it's like buying Bullet.
Right.
Easy. I know it's good.
Hendrix is so good. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
We had one the other night. We tried a gin and tonic with another brand of gin.
Other.
Yeah, and then we switched over to Hendrix later in the night, and it was like night and day.
Yeah, even just a gin and tonic. I mean, that's my go-to. I know you've switched a little bit lately, but I always get a gin and tonic if I'm trying to save money and just want something simple. Very good.
Alright.
Okay, so you're muddling this first.
Muddling.
For those of you who haven't seen our previews of what muddling is, this is a muddler here. If you don't have a muddler at home, use any kind of, thank you so much. You don't have any kind, use any kind of kitchen utensil there. A lot of times we'll use the back end of
Even something like this, you could use the back of really anything.
Or an ice cream scoop. Sometimes, even in our virtual classes, I know that people use the end of an ice cream scoop.
They'll get
People have gotten creative in our classes. If they don't have them on hand, we always want you to be able to make a cocktail. So, which is why we give you alternatives to the tools that we have here.
Blunt object.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, ice next. Is that what we do?
So yeah, I'm just gonna get a little.
Oh.
See where we're at. Okay. So
Where are we at?
Put a little bit more lime.
Okay. Not ice?
Well, ice. Yeah, you can put some ice in there. It's just gonna get shaken at this
It's
point.
a really professional.
Sorry.
Normally we'd have a scoop, but this is the
That's
couch.
perfect.
Things are casual on the couch.
This is what the
That's perfect.
the production team prepped for us today.
Yeah.
So, we do what we can here on
You guys
set.
gotta
Things are cozy. Things are
crack down
casual
on your
over
interns
here.
here.
Yeah.
I know they still brought you a blanket. I don't know
It's
where.
on
Blanket.
wheel.
Blanket.
And that cafe latte, I'll take that.
All right, so you added the extra lime
Yeah,
there.
so I'm going all in on the lime.
Have you ever made this cocktail with lemon juice instead of lime?
I haven't. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
I think that would be a very intriguing texture.
Oh.
Flavor.
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 All right, let's
A
see.
little
it.
flavor. All right.
Let's see
So
it.
I'm gonna
This
make
is a
sure.
tough shaker. You got to hold on to both ends.
I'm gonna make sure this guy's in there good before I go.
There he goes.
Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl. Go fuck the banana. Okay.
That was cozy.
Yeah.
That was cozy. Good little
Oh my
moment.
gosh, didn't know we were getting singing on the couch.
All right.
So this is going to be like a chill. This is going to be a cold, yummy
Okay, you want it
cocktail.
served very cold. Well, you're really trying to infuse that arugula. Yes, is that why you really went?
Yep.
Went to
just
town.
intense on
Went
that?
to, yeah.
Oh, little more.
Trying to
Yeah. That's
get a good mix there.
This shake is sponsored by Dave's Cocktails. TM, not Barbie's. TM. Okay.
TM. Interesting. So the color's really kind of.
I'm shocked that
Yeah.
it's not more purple,
The
but
green has
It's
kind of taken
intriguing.
over the purple of our Empress
Yeah.
Junior.
I know. Well, usually this thing comes out like almost like a lime green,
yeah.
which is really
Huh.
interesting to me. It could be something with the homegrown arugula,
Oh.
being just more natural.
Right,
And,
yeah.
compared to the stuff you get at like Whole Foods.
Yeah. I'm
Now, do you
interested
use
to try it
Yes.
with it.
Yes. Can we get a little
We're
ice?
gonna serve
A
this
little
over
more.
ice.
Nice interns. I mean, we dogged them on the ice the first time around, and they couldn't. That's perfect.
Oh, okay.
Here, bring the dish back.
Sorry.
There we
You
go.
want
All right.
So now you're precise.
Okay.
Okay.
So take note, David is precise with the ice, but nothing else.
Only the
So-
ice.
I really pick and choose my battles. I think these things through. When it matters, it matters. All right, so let's see.
Ooh, that color.
The color's very interesting. It's almost got like a more.
Is there a reason,
Oh.
like, for the high pour? Is that creativity?
That's for
Is that the
show.
TM?
No, that was for show.
Part of the
Are
TM.
you-
That was part of the
This
TM.
has turned into flair bartending.
Somebody recently asked us, do we have flair bartenders? Now we
Yes.
can say absolutely.
Well, we have Dave.
Certainly do.
We have Dave.
We have Dave,
We have flair.
and his drinks are whiskey and Dave, tequila and Dave, gin and me.
Gin and me.
And so how
So now
do
you've
we-
taken a little lime.
Oh yes, we're gonna zest.
We're gonna
Yeah,
zest
yeah,
the
yeah.
edge. Okay.
Zest the edge.
So this is a citrus forward cocktail.
Very much so.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make sure it tastes good.
Here, we can
Here.
Yes.
give you a straw.
Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Hopefully that was
Okay,
let's watch him.
Yeah,
you let us go.
All right, so it's got a real interesting tone with the purple gin. I'm intrigued to see how this goes.
How is she?
Oh yeah, that's the best
oh,
one
yeah.
I've made. Yeah.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, hands down.
Really?
Yeah. It's a little more citrus forward than before.
It's so good.
But that arugula
Oh,
comes
that
in really
arugula.
nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
great job on the arugula.
I'm
Thank
surprised.
you.
This is almost like the tropical gin in me. It's kind
This
of
is
like
so good.
super
Nice.
refreshing.
Oh my gosh, all
I've
together.
never had it
1, 2,
be
3.
this refreshing.
That can be the still
And
for the.
that's the front picture right there.
That's the still. Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, that's delicious.
yeah.
That is so good.
Gin and me. That gin is
Is
in
in
me.
me.
Yep.
But
all of us.
And in
there's
you.
gin in us.
Gin and us. Yeah.
That's a really great cocktail. Thank you for sharing. Thanks
Of
for
course.
letting us put
Of course.
kind of our Barbie spin on that.
Yeah, oh my
we kind of
gosh.
threw him for a loop there with the
We did, yeah. He got here
So.
and this is what we had, so he's adaptable.
Yeah. And,
Amazing.
and cozy.
And cozy.
And cozy.
Yes.
Cozy.
Any other thoughts on this cocktail or anything you want to share before we finish up our second episode?
Go get some gin and you.
Go get. You heard it
You
here
heard it
first. Yeah.
Well, we're going to continue putting gin in us, and hopefully you'll have gin in you soon. thank you for joining us and tuning in for Cozy Cocktails on the Couch with Dave. Thank you, Dave.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.